Welcome to another video. Welcome to this model that I have been wanting a long time. If you don't know what it is a 1/18 scale die-cast model made by the greatest model manufacturer of all time, Exoto, who handmade model cars in the late 90s, early 2000s. This is the Williams Renault FW14B that raced in the 1992 Formula 1 World Championship. It dominated the Drivers' Championship and the Constructors' Championship. Nigel Mansell, Englishman, won his one and only World Championship. This was an incredibly sophisticated race car. It had the active suspension, traction control, semi-automated gearbox, the incredible V10 Renault engine. It was quite often 2 seconds a lap quicker than the next nearest car, or at least a second quicker than Senna. Yes, a second quicker than Senna, who had 65 poles. So it was a monster of a race car. It took a very determined and dedicated, committed driver in fast corners that believed in the car with the active ride, and that was Nigel Mansell. So this car absolutely suited Nigel Mansell. Alain Prost in the FW15C in 93 struggled with the active car. He did not like it. Patrese didn't like it either. So Mansell got the most out of this car. He does deserve a lot of credit. Yes, the other cars were not competitive that year, but he did an amazing job and he got the best out of this car, so he fully deserved the 92 championship. About the model, it comes with a driver figure that's been added. This did not come standard with the model. I did not make this. I will not take any credit for it. Not because it's a bad job, but because it's a very good job. The paint is not shiny. It's a lovely matte finish. Incredibly well painted on the helmet and the driver figure. It really adds to the model. I bought this model very recently. This is the newest model in my collection, by the way. I bought this from a really nice guy called Jerry from Georgia in the US. He shipped it to me here in the UK, and yeah, he packed it well. I got this model, really happy. Now, if you didn't know, this model comes with removable cowling. Oh yes, you have to move the mirrors. The mirrors fold in and out like an actual road car. Which is quite funny. It's amazing, this detail. Let me pick the model up and show you. So you have incredible detail here of the active ride components at the front there. The front wing has cutouts and amazing carbon fibre weave. The actual paintwork on the model, I didn't address this earlier. It's different to what mini champs and GP replicas and Quartzo have done. A lot of people said, oh yeah, the Exoto model, it's not got the correct blue and yellow. Well, I actually, having read the autocourse book and watched the season review again and races on the TV on YouTube, the full races again from 92, I would argue that Exoto have the most accurate paint. It was a dark navy blue and it was a really kind of dark mustard yellow, whereas mini champs, who made this model, and they've just recently re-released this model, by the way, mini champs, in a clamshell box. Get it from CK Model Cars and other places like that. Overpriced, obviously. That's far too yellow. It's the yellow is far too bright, and the blue is too probably dark on the mini champs model. And you can actually see my mini champs review of the FW14B. I did it just about a week or two ago. So if you want to compare, you can look at the mini champs model. The GP replicas have just re-released their version of this FW14B with a driver figure. It doesn't look bad. I'm not going to purchase it because I've already got the mini champs and Exoto FW14B. I'll be a bit of a little bit crazy to buy all three, especially with the pricing. This is the most expensive model I've ever bought as well, but for all good reason. So yeah, GP Replicas have just launched this model in resin, obviously. It won't have turning wheels because it's not die-cast. This is a die-cast, so the wheels do turn, and you can actually take the wheel bolts off. There is a tool that comes with this where you can do that. Now, to address the rear of this model, it has incredible detail here under this engine cowling. Like, it's hard to show you on my phone camera in front here, but it is amazing. Absolutely amazing. The detail of the rear active suspension, the RS3 Renault engine, or RS4, I can't remember, in 92. It's real metal for the exhaust manifold. It's just absolutely phenomenal. I don't think people know how good Exoto. Oh, and yeah, the fuel, the air intake, sorry, the ram air intake of the throttle bodies comes off as well. I don't think until you've owned an Exoto model, you can quite realise how good they are. And along with Auto Art, Exoto and Auto Art, they build the best model cars. You know, fight me in the comments if you think I'm being silly, and I'm really obviously not being silly. You can't tell me that GP Replicas or anyone else is better. If you are, you're just denying it. Again, I apologise with my mobile phone, cell phone here. It's probably not picking up the best. I don't have an expensive phone, but maybe if you're watching on a TV, you might be able to see this a bit more zoomed in potentially. It does have cockpit detail as well. Now, this model, it's not cheap. It's not cheap, but it is amazing. There are a couple of signed versions on the aftermarket as well. You could potentially get, but you know, it may be, you know, Nigel Mansell's still alive. He still makes appearances. You could probably meet him if you're in the UK and get it signed. I would actually love that. Back in the early 2000s, I actually met Nigel Mansell at Silverstone at a touring car race. His sons were racing in the junior single seaters, and I ran after Nigel Mansell. I got him to sign two 143 models, the 94 Williams and 86 Williams. I regrettably sold them on eBay about 20 years ago. I shouldn't have done it, but when you're young and, you know, I've never really liked 143 models, but I really shouldn't have sold them, should I? Because I personally got them signed by Mansell myself. Signed models definitely mean more if you got them signed yourself, of course. It's more special, but yeah, a bit of rambling on there, but the FW14B is an iconic Formula 1 car, one of the most famous, and I think it's getting a lot more love now today. A lot of people at the time hated 92 because it was a very boring Formula 1 season in terms of championship battle, because Mansell wraps it up in the Hungarian Grand Prix in August. He won 9 out of 16 races, which at the time was a record, beating Senna's 8 in 88. So, yeah, I remember growing up and people at the time thought, oh, 92 was a boring season, but I think it's because 1991 was one of the best seasons of all time, so it was a bit of a shame how uncompetitive it was, but there was still a lot of brilliant stories told in 92. Michael Schumacher's first ever win, and the cars were beautiful in this era. For me, early 90s Formula 1, mid-90s Formula 1 is the pinnacle for me. That the cars looked the best, the cars sounded the best. They didn't rev that high at that point. You still had a variety of V10s, V12s, V8s. The cars looked a lot different back then, and they were so simplistic from, you know, the 88 to 97 modelling of the vehicles before they had to go narrow track with groove tyres in '98. So I hope that on my phone camera it's still a fairly decent review. I know that I don't obviously have a special expensive equipment. It's more just a hobby really that I'd like to share with you my collection. Now, there's a couple of things I probably didn't mention, apart from the really cool fact that it's got good carbon fibre detail, some photo etched parts, it's got slot gaps in the wings, the wheels rotate because it's die-cast and turn. It does have valve caps, actual valve stems, I mean, on the actual wheels, of course, and there are chassis fasteners all around the bodywork as well, even on the wing mirrors, so really nice. And the proportions are obviously spot on as well from Exoto. I still can't believe that in the late 90s, early 2000s, they built still the best models today. It's only, in my opinion, Auto Art that rivals them. Auto Art are on Exoto level, in my opinion. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry if I rambled on a bit, but as an Englishman, and of course Nigel Mansell was a driver that I really liked in Formula 1 and IndyCar. It's a model that I look back with fond memories, and it brings a smile to my face, and it's a centerpiece of my collection. So yeah, if you want my opinion, Exoto build the best FW14B. I don't know about the GP replicas. I don't know about it, so I'm not gonna comment on it. But the Mini Champs model, you can definitely feel where it's cheaper. You can definitely feel where it's cheaper. What I even like is the camber is correct as well. It's got negative camber. Exoto, honestly, the Exoto models are the best. Fight me for it in the comments if you disagree with me. Alright. Thank you for watching this video. I'll stop rabbiting on, and if you've got any questions about this Exoto model or any other models, or if there's any other models you'd like me to review, I do have probably another 40 models in my collection that I am yet to review, so I will get to it. I'm going to go traveling in about a month's time to South America, so I want to do all my reviews before I leave. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being patient and enjoying this model. I know that I don't have obviously the highest quality content on YouTube. There are other model reviewers that have, a lot of specialist equipment and they do a lot of editing. I'm just raw. Obviously, I've invested in a good speaker and a stand for my phone. I'm just raw, and yeah, no script. I just tell you about the model in my honest opinion, because I buy the models. I'm not giving them for free. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you very shortly in the next model car review from my collection. Thank you so much.